Back again.
Back again. Episode 26. Don't be sorry, be better. What we got? This is going to be a quick episode. All right, we're done.
Our last episode, we were talking about the alarming new trend with Zins.
The correlation of perverts starting to use Zins.
I'm going to do a little Zimbabwe.
You're going to shove it up your ass?
Yeah, well, is that...
Tuck it in your foreskin?
Yeah, so is that the thing now? Like,
apparently, well, listen, I've put a few things out there that I've seen on social media trends that people have been commenting like crazy that I'm wrong.
You need to,
but like,
you need to
look
send
it
me
up.
something. I haven't seen anything about that.
I probably did send it to you, but you never look at the things that I send you.
I don't.
I spend a wonderful time curating for all of my friends, and then there's some selfish pricks that don't even bother looking at my stuff.
I'm sorry.
I send such good content.
I'm sorry. So you sent me things about
people tucking Zins in their foreskin,
boofing Zins and putting it in their foreskin.
Yeah,
it's gross.
Perverts.
I don't know. I get the butt thing, but like, how does the foreskin, like a mucus membrane?
I don't know. Is it absorbed through the skin?
How do you absorb the snuffs?
You have to like wet it first. How does that work?
You got to spit on the foreskin. Gross. People are fucking weird.
Listen,
man.
Perverts. Can't we just have one thing that's nice? Why can't we have nice things?
Maybe it's not a pervert thing. Maybe it's just.
It's got to be some sort of sexual thing, no? The suppository version of it, I get. You probably get more fucked up, right?
People like
most
boof
things.
drugs. Like you'll hear like people like.
But tucking it in the foreskin.
With chicks doing that with like Molly or like ecstasy, they would crush the pill up and they would put it in like a little piece of like toilet paper and wrap it up. Like they look like those little snap bags, but it was really just a little bag of Molly you could stick in your ass. And that's what like rave girls, it's like big in like rave culture because it hits you like in 20 minutes. But I mean, I don't need a Zin to hit me so quick that I'm gonna stick one in my ass.
I really just like don't need to do that.
No. I'm okay.
Fucking heathens.
You
need to choose Jesus.
Over here edging serial murders and
serial murdering, serial edging murders,
boofing Zins.
Yeah,
people are shot.
We saw somebody yesterday that was definitely plotting killing his wife.
We had a nice little time.
We just saw it in his eyes. We just saw it in his eyes. He was listening to his wife talk, but not really, and it was just like, tonight's gonna be the night. We
saw in his eyes that he absolutely hated his wife.
And he's literally tried to kill her in his mind. He's killed her off in his mind at least 1,000 times. He's like, today's the fucking day.
Today is the day. Today's the day I just don't care. If I see this bitch eat chicken wings like that one more time.
I wrote the letter 4 years ago.
It's in my wallet. People are shot.
Whacked.
People are whacked. You think anybody was boofing Zins at Puff Daddy's house? Puff Daddy. I don't know why I say Puff Daddy. Well, I just said Puff Daddy.
I'm sure a lot of things have been boofed at his house. A lot of butt stuff at at those parties.
What do you think is going on with Diddy? What do you think? You think it's all?
It's okay. I think that he has a lot of dirt and information on people, and I think that he is being Jeffrey Epsteined.
Yeah, but they don't they keep saying
because they didn't release Jeffrey Epstein list. Oh, the list has been out there, but like nothing happened.
I think he's just like a pawn for more powerful people.
Right.
Definitely.
Right.
But like they keep saying like sex trafficking, all this and that. Like Jeffrey Epstein was like flying underage girls. Like only thing I keep hearing Diddy about, he's just having sex with dudes that probably would not be known that they're having sex with other dudes. Yeah. Like very masculine type like rappers. Like, is that illegal?
He's like, I'm not gay, but you suck one cock.
Recording it's illegal, I guess.
He had apparently cameras in every single room in his house, bathrooms included. Yeah. So
I mean, blackmail is very valuable currency, though, right? Probably worth more than money, depending on the
100%,
circles.
100%.
How many people are going to Puff Daddy parties?
A lot.
Everybody. Politicians.
There's nobody. The thing is, though, with all these like claims, there's really nobody speaking out on his behalf.
No.
You see, like people like this is atrocious. I've known him for fucking 40 years and never did anything to me. Like nobody's saying shit. The only person that's saying anything publicly is Meek Mill. He's like mad at everybody for making fun of him for getting fucked in the butt.
But he's not admitting he got fucked in the butt.
But he's like, y'all in the internet need to stop. That's why I love the level of pettiness of 50 Cent, because he's just like, yo, someone come get Meek. What'd he do to you? Why he trying to take you shopping?
I like that one where he was taking his baby mama back to court for child support because she was a prostitute for Puffy.
Yeah.
To see you in court.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're getting Diddy. They're trying to.
I don't know what they're getting.
What are they trying to get?
I don't know.
I like the conspiracy that because nothing's happened. You haven't heard anything like happen.
Bro, they raided
since then?
they raided multiple houses of his, and he's just walking around.
Well, they say that there was just like to get the video evidence, and they got it, and now they don't care.
Well, somebody powerful was probably on those tapes, and now they are in control of it. They took the blackmail back or whatever. It's Beyonce.
Is Puffy arguably have more pull?
Jay-Z
Did Puffy really have more pull than Jeffrey Epstein? He's not even dead or in jail yet?
It was Jay-Z giving a gangbang blowjob.
2 at a time. Jigga just 2 at a time. Damn. Big pumping.
Damn,
Puffy.
They're going to post that picture of you and him together.
Oh, God.
Right here in the corner.
It's the most... I was very fat as a teenager. I didn't see anything weird at Puffy's house going on.
Yeah, but you weren't there late.
If I stayed there late, I probably could have got that Sony internship that I wanted. I could have been a hit maker.
You definitely could have got fucked in the butt.
I could have been the next Meek Mill.
Yo, imagine you give your ass up one time and you're like fucking some like music exec now.
But I mean, I think that's
You're
like,
Rick Rubin.
just fucking weird. I would be weird like Rick Rubin too. I'd have like the beard and like flip flops. I think, but that's what it is though. That's why they're like, oh, I would never, man. Some gay shit. Like, dude, like you've never been in a room with someone who can
change your life,
and like really change. Not like buy your mom.
Gotta give up a little man pussy.
Got to give him a little of that butt.
That little butt.
Like you want to be you want to be you want to be a platinum selling artist.
Got to play a game of penis butt like Granddad used to play. You know.
You ever play Fiddlesticks?
Dummy sticks.
You want to go on a world tour?
You want to play night crawlers?
Yeah. Want to play night crawlers and then go on a world tour and sell it out?
How bad do you want a yacht, son?
How bad do you want a yacht? How bad do you want that diamond chain? Like you can still have women.
It's like
women are going to be all over you. But every now and then you got to give Diddy the butt.
You gotta give
and you're going to be Meek Mill. You're going to be Justin Bieber. You're going to be this. You're going to be that. I think it's like they put these offers out there, and it's just I think people are like, yeah.
The thing is, it's curious because all those like allegations came out. They raided his house. He's walking around. Everything's fine. He's also quietly offloading all his assets.
Well, wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah.
Wouldn't you before like God forbid something happens and it all gets seized and like wouldn't you offload your assets? But like what? Well, yeah, he's walking up. Like what did he? What did he do? Is like
it's one of the strangest things because normally a raid happens, right? A raid happens with a warrant, right?
Yeah,
and there's crimes.
Yeah,
associated with those. They don't just raid your shit and you just keep living your life.
That's what I'm saying. Like Epstein, they like raided. There was like real like
and he got arrested.
Underage sex trafficking, pedophile ring charges. Like, what are they getting Puffy for?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I get it.
It
like
seemed like a coordinated thing where he knew not to be home.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's just like because I don't think he was doing anything.
I think he dimed a lot of people out.
Probably. I don't think he was probably doing anything like illegal, like underage girls.
I highly doubt it.
I think it was just fucking a bunch of adults doing whatever they wanted to doing, having a Caligula-style Roman orgy at the end of a party because they're powerful people. And when you're powerful, what gets you off? You think missionary gets those people off anymore? How many women has Puffy slept with? Do you think that gets him off?
I don't even like the way you point it. What gets you off? And then you throw a missionary out there like I'm just like vanilla boy.
I'm not talking to you. I'm just in general. Like these people are so depraved. They have so much, more. I think he was just offering a safe space for consenting adults. For
devious behavior.
Which is not illegal.
Think about all those
what's
eyes
illegal,
wide shut parties and shit that are fucking 100% real.
It goes on it's real. It goes on orgies. All the shit happens all over the place. I mean, granted, you can't film that stuff for the purpose of blackmail. Yeah, that's illegal. But is that like some Jeffrey Epstein level, like arrestable
like
offense?
Those level of parties, though, have some sort of NDA involved. For sure.
I don't know.
They definitely do.
I think it's probably just an unwritten NDA.
I went to this weird
because you hear people on the interviews talk about like, no, I've been to Puffy's house for parties, but like 11 o'clock I leave. Like everybody knew quietly that was like the quiet NDA. It's like you'll have the best party of your life, but around 1 o'clock it gets a little fucking weird.
So it's like I went to this pool party once and they were shooting. either Summer House or Real Housewives or something like that. Fucking. So when you entered, you had to sign an NDA, and it was like it's okay that if you get caught in the back of the camera, that if they use the shot, you're on TV, whatever, you have to sign it. So like me and my buddy were like, we're not signing it.
Yeah.
They're like, well, if you have to sign it, I'm like, no, I don't. And they're like, if I get caught on camera in the back, you gotta like blur my face.
Yeah,
this is what it is.
Yeah.
And they're like, why do it be so difficult? I'm like, because I don't want to fucking care about being on your TV show.
Yeah, but that's like a
But like
production
that's
TV
a similar
show.
thing though. If you're having some sort of devious party, there's got to be some sort of circulating NDA that like, listen,
There isn't.
leave your keys in the fishbowl, sign the NDA, and take your
NDAs.
pants off
There's
before
no
you get
NDAs.
into the fucking room.
Because to get into those parties in those rooms, you're already like pre-vetted. They're not just like letting Joe Schmo go into like a high-level sex party.
Well,
that
also
unwritten
opens it up
NDAs.
that he 100% was organizing prostitutes. 100%.
Well,
Which that in itself is a crime.
They've talked about that, like that one chick Sierra who was whoever that chick Cassie who was signed to him,
his girlfriend,
and he
a
would
longtime girlfriend,
and he would hire male prostitutes
to fuck her.
fuck her. So,
but that's the thing. Well, this is the part that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but
So he was
not
raided. When the raid happens, there's a crime. There's a warrant for a crime.
Yeah, what's the crime? Because
Right.
you hire
Jeffrey Epstein was arrested.
The FBI doesn't investigate people hiring prostitutes.
All right, so the raid happened.
Adult consenting male adult prostitutes.
It's not true.
Why would the FBI doesn't do that for getting hookers?
What are you talking about? What about the madam that got busted for having a brothel? What the fuck is the difference?
That's a madam.
That's adult
Puffy's
fucking
is hiring
people.
hookers. He's not a madam. He's fucking
He's
Puffy.
arranging the fucking. What are you talking
He's
about?
P. Diddy, bro.
Stop sticking up
He's
for him.
making
Stop.
hits, bro.
Stop.
He's making hits.
Stop. I don't want to hear
You
it.
think he was an actual pimp?
Yes, bro. He obviously did something fucked up. He obviously was leveraging his fucking parties to get over on people. He was taking little boys into this house for the summer to train them.
Who, Justin Bieber?
Usher, Justin Bieber.
Damn.
They're all real quiet. Nobody's standing up for Diddy and said nothing weird happened when I went to his all-star summer camp when I was 14 years old.
Well, if you're Justin Bieber or Usher, why would you want to say that? Because like you're not like Corey Feldman, some has been like Justin Bieber's arguably one of the biggest known pop stars in the world, in the planet, like Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber. It's like, why would you get out and be like, him and a bunch of these other musics, they used to just fucking run trains on me. Why would you come out and say that?
Why, if it
Why would
didn't
Usher
happen,
say
if
that?
it didn't happen, why wouldn't you come out and say nothing weird happened when I went to his house and had to live there because one music exec made me stay with him for a summer?
Why? Because
why wouldn't you say nothing happened?
Why? Because you're Justin Bieber and you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and you don't need to do what you don't need to do.
He's
a
worth
fucking
hundreds
thing.
of millions of dollars because he gave up that butt.
Well, he doesn't need to talk about that if he doesn't want to. At this point,
listen, none of it makes sense.
It's all fucked up. I would have to imagine, though, in the years of all the parties he's been having, he definitely has compromising footage
Of a lot of people.
of someone very powerful.
I think it's more than someone.
Well, not someone, and multiple someones.
lot of people.
Multiple someones, and the wrong someone. There's a video of the wrong someone sucking a dick somewhere. And it doesn't have to be an underage dick. It could just be a dick. It could be an adult dick.
I don't
still
think it's
just as damaging.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, it's more fucked up, but it's just as damaging if you're, a masculine rapper or you're a fucking straight conservative senator. Like, what's it?
All these I'm just, it's
Does it need to be
very
a
curious.
15-year-old?
It's very curious because it happened and then nothing happened. And then all these longtime Diddy friends are not saying shit.
Because they all know. You talk about the NDA. It's the
Where's fucking Michael Rubin who took over the white party? Where's he fucking talking about it?
It's the unwritten NDA because they all know what's going on.
Yeah, because everybody's got the skeletons. That's why.
Everybody's got the skeletons, bro. They all
It's a diabolical leverage
and all
scam.
the people who aren't saying anything are probably going back in their memory bank, right? And going into their cloud thinking like, oh, I was at 98, and I was at the party in 98. And what?
I don't think
I
it was
went
that
into
long
their
ago.
room.
I think it's current. It's something that's been happening
Bro, I think
for
he's
a
been
long
I think he's
time.
been doing this for 20 fucking years, dude. He's been doing this forever.
When you were at his party, did you see cameras?
Nah, bro. It was in his backyard. I didn't go in his house.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you went into his house, I'm sure somebody got filmed
But
doing something there.
Yeah, the moment it
he had
turned like midnight, it got fucking weird.
He had a boat. He had a fucking yacht parked out in front of his house that he was like dinging people to. I didn't leave. It was. I left at like 8:30 at night. The sun was still up. I'm sure it got weird. What do you think? He just
100%.
decided to have orgies 5 years ago? Hell no, dude. That guy's been doing that for a minute.
For sure.
He's been on some he's been on some weird stuff for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's like that level of like fame or like that level of power where it takes a lot to get you there. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? A lot to get you where?
Like excited. A lot to get you like
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they do weird shit.
Yeah.
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 Because like, you know, I don't know if you're Diddy. Say you're Diddy. Maybe he's closet gay. Clearly he's had wives, he has children. So like he goes both ways. If you're a celebrity, how much pussy has Puff Daddy? Forget about the weird sex parties, all the shit. Just, I'm Diddy in a club, at the concerts, groupies. How much pussy do you think a guy like Puffy has seen in his lifetime?
All of it.
All the pussy.
All of it.
He's seen every type of looking pussy.
He dated J-Lo.
Yeah. Literally. Dated J-Lo. He's seen every type of butthole, vagina, titty, mouth, everything. Like, it has to get to a point where he's just like,
yeah. Eventually I want to fuck feet.
yeah, I want to fuck feet, or I want to like just fucking bang dudes. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not that rich. I don't know.
want somebody to pat me on my head while I watch this girl pee on a balloon.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he just gets to a point. It's like anything in culture, to even like the porn culture. Like kids that are watching, they're growing up on porn. We didn't grow up on porn the way kids grow up on porn nowadays, and it's desensitizing. And they think like sex is what they see in a porno, which is very rarely that. Yeah. It's very rarely that, right? So how desensitized are kids, or even kids, just adults who watch porn all the time? Now you're a celebrity who's worth a couple of $100 million, and you can do whatever you want. Oh, I want to jerk off to that weird porn. I can fuck that porn star because I'm Diddy. I'm gonna have a party. I'm gonna get her there. I'll get her there. I'm gonna fuck her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
So you just. I don't know.
Dong.
Yeah,
I'm here for the gangbang.
Yeah, the gangbang and the sex parties. None of that's weird to me. It's like, because clearly, honestly, what is the point of being super powerful and a celebrity if you can't go to a cool sex party?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah.
What is the point? Right. So like none of that is an issue to me. It's just like, well, what are the crimes? They're not really talking about the specifics, and they never will, because it's the same reason why they didn't release the Epstein list. They want to talk about the surface of it.
Kind of makes it sound like that Cat Williams was speaking some truth.
He is. He's right, dude. This is like, everybody wants to act like all that's going on in Hollywood. Well, this is brand new. This isn't fucking brand new. This has been going on since the beginning, the creation of the entertainment industry, and arguably might have been more fucked up 50 years ago. Without social media.
There's more money. I don't know if it could be more fucked up. I think it's more fucked up now.
I think it was always relative to the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you look at look at someone like Marilyn Monroe, Judy Garland. Look at like a Judy Garland, bro.
Stop. Yes, but think about the money that was being thrown around in those days. You're talking about thousands of dollars. Now you're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, there's also more of it nowadays too. It's not like just one, like Marilyn Monroe, Judy Garland, like Humphrey Bogart. There's like these all. It's multifaceted, so it's a much bigger scale. Yeah. But like the evilness and the depravity has been that's not new.
Oh,
like,
no.
The blackmailing, right? Getting the videos of the straight married movie exec getting his dick sucked in 1945 by some black guy. Oh,
you want to be in the movies?
Want to be in the movies? Oh, I'll fucking tell everybody you're a communist. Oh no!
Please don't, Mr. Oppenheimer.
Yeah, he's a homosexual and a communist. Yeah, like, so this shit's always been going on. It's just it's a much grander scale now. There's there's much more zeros at the end of like the tally, right? But it's still, the idea of it's the same. Like, this is powerful people have been doing things that only powerful people can do since the beginning of powerful people. Look at like Caligula, like look what he did. Like
Alexander the Great.
You think Diddy doing some wild shit? He got nothing on Caligula's parties. You know what I mean?
Look at fucking Genghis Khan.
Okay, anybody.
Genghis Khan during his time killed off 10% of the world population.
Yeah.
Now, I think it was the number 88% of the current world population has Genghis Khan DNA.
It's like one in every 20 people. It could be a descendant of Genghis Khan. So that's what I'm saying. People have been conquering and fucking since the beginning of time. Yeah. None of this is new.
Heathens. Except Jesus is your Lord and Savior.
None of it's new, except now with social media, and like it's very hard to like keep the shit in the closet for long nowadays. Like we're just to a point in time where I think in like 15 years we're just going to get maybe even sooner, We're just gonna get so used to hearing fucked up shit about like all the people we grew up idolizing. Never idolized Diddy, but like grew up listening to their music and their movies, and you'd be like, oh, these people are fucked up, and it's all just gonna come out eventually. It will all just come out, and people won't care. You know, like I still listen to R. Kelly.
I still listen to R. Kelly.
Yeah, right. Like
a little bump and grind.
I Need a Girl Part 2 comes on. I'm bumping it. I'm playing it. You know, so like I just think people get so desensitized to everything, and it's just I don't think anybody's surprised anymore. No one's surprised anymore. Everybody's just like, oh yeah, and they have weird sex parties. And
honestly, it's like people. It's really funny. Like
no one's surprised to hear that your favorite actor's a pedophile nowadays. They're just almost expecting it at this point.
Yeah, but you see, like I don't want to call it like the middle America, but they're like you just like call it the sheltered people that are shocked by these things.
The flyover states.
I'm not shocked at all.
I'm not.
I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it.
Because
you're having weird sex parties. Like, listen, unless there's not a Victorian like death doctor mask in the room, like I don't feel comfortable.
Most people don't. Yeah, if I don't have the death doctor mask, I can't even come.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, I mean, people in the middle of the country that don't, I don't know, like a lot of people are sheltered to it. You grow up in a big city. Now we grew up in
a small area. We grew up in a small area.
We grew up in a small area,
but there was money.
That's adjacent to the biggest, most powerful.
There was money,
massive amounts of money next to one of the greatest cities in the world. You know, like it's not adjacent. Right, like so, it's just different. I don't know, it's different. People do weird shit in the middle of the country too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like people be swinging all over the place. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, think about soaking. Think how weird that is.
Soaking. Yeah.
Do you know it? Yeah,
I do.
Think about that process.
It's a commitment.
Someone's committed.
To God.
The person that's jumping up and down on the bed for you, that's the commitment right there.
Who do you get? Like, you got a guy or a
some
girl?
Random person to fucking move you for you.
Some random Mormon to like
bounce you, to bounce on top of you.
So that person just says edge themselves.
Like, hey, me and my girlfriend, we really want to soak. We're in a bind. Do you mind jumping up and down on the bed for us?
I think that's things that like the Mormon, like young Mormon community, they just do for each other because it's not weird to them.
Yeah.
I think, you tried soaking?
Yeah.
I'll jump for you.
Yeah, I'll jump on the bed.
I would jump for you. We're friends. If you were Mormon, I would jump for you, buddy.
Sit on my back and jump up and down.
Like, hey.
Disgusting.
Fucking weird. So weird. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, just move it. It'll feel better.
Don't sneeze. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I don't know. People are weird. What's that saying? Everybody fucks funny to someone else, right?
Dave Chappelle said that. Yeah, everyone fucks funny to somebody.
Yeah, so like, who am I to judge? You know, you hear the shit with Diddy. He's like, yo, hope there's not like the underage like thing, like the whole Epstein thing. You just hope that's not the case because that's fucked up and vile. But like,
listen, there's a lot of evil in the world.
A lot of evil in the world. But I think like if it's just some guy filming other adults, banging other adults, like yeah, I mean it's not right. You can't blackmail people. Like that's illegal. That's an invasion of privacy. But like like the whole it doesn't bother me. It's like mind your business, people. They're adults. Do what you want to do. Because none of those people are being forced.
You wouldn't have to disclose that you had cameras in every room in your house.
Yeah, of course.
In the bathroom, like.
Yeah, to who? Disclose to who?
To the people who are coming in the house.
I don't know.
It can't be illegally fucking videoed.
This is my house. I want to put a fucking security camera in every room. I mean,
you can't put a camera in a bathroom, though.
Do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Because it's your private house?
It's my house. I do whatever the fuck I want to do. Now, if you find the camera and you say
like an Airbnb, like those Airbnb creeps that like...
Yeah, but that... So, again, it's like, what is the purpose of it? Like, you know, those
Depends on what it is.
Yeah, so like this my private home... I can put fucking 15 cameras in this room. Doesn't matter. I don't have to tell you shit. I'm hiding the other here. I have babysitters. People come over. Like people watch my kids. Yeah, I have cameras in every room.
You have cameras in every room and industrial saran wrap. What are you doing?
Live streaming edge murder. Yeah, you can put a fucking.
We're live streaming almost murder.
Almost murder. I mean, I would imagine if you're going to Puffy's house, you would have to think.
They have to disclose it.
No, you would have to just assume that, like, oh, this is a fucking mega mansion. This guy's worth millions. Like, this guy probably has security cameras all over his house anyway.
With the amount of drug use and shit, though,
Listen, man.
yeah, I don't know.
No one's thinking about that when they're about to get their dick sucked. You know, it's like,
like, just give me some of the more of that 2C and a fucking
yeah, like I'm about to make all your sexual fantasies come true, like right there. Like, do you really?
I don't
care?
know.
Do you care about the
I don't
camera?
think he's like.
You're into it. You don't
I don't
care.
think he's about to make all your sexual fantasies. You're about to make all his sexual fantasies come true.
I'm talking in general. Like, not everything was like involving him. There was lots of crazy shit. Going
Even
on
if
at those
you're
parties.
not, even if you're not into this, we're doing it.
You know, listen, you gotta.
Gotta pay the gotta pay the toll.
And another quote of Dave Chappelle: "Ain't no such thing as a free trip to Disneyland." You know what I mean?
That's
like,
a fact.
Costs money to make money. You know, you want to be it costs to develop an artist to get them to that platinum level.
How many Grammys do you want to win?
Yeah, you want to win all the
Show
Grammys?
where's your commitment?
Where's your commitment?
Yeah, show me you want it.
Just give me that butt, Meek.
Get on your knees and tell me you love me.
I don't know if he really had like such an impressive career for like all the booty
Meek?
humiliation. Has he though? I never really liked Meek Mill though. I never
He's
really.
got some bangers.
He does, but like he's not like I don't put him up there in like a top tier like like Justin Bieber. Okay, yeah,
Usher.
vile shit, Usher. But now, yeah, dude, Usher, like one of the biggest pop stars ever. Justin Bieber, one of the biggest pop stars ever. So that's what I'm saying. Like all that shit happened to them, and look at them. Meek Mill, you just like, yeah, you're a good rapper. You're a good rapper. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
I think Meek Mill kind of got shorted. I think he got slighted a little bit.
maybe he didn't. Yeah, I don't know.
You know?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, right? Like, damn. Glad to not have that problem.
Seriously,
Fuck.
I have enough going on.
Got enough going on. I don't need like sexual assault from Puff Daddy on top of it.
I also don't need the entire social media world telling me like I fucked in the butt.
You know what Meek probably think though? I'm still richer than all y'all.
Yeah.
How much money do you think he has? Probably doesn't have that much money.
He's got a lot.
Does he? Doesn't strike me.
guess.
Doesn't strike me as. I think
Let's
Meek
guess.
Mill's net worth is like $12 million.
I'm gonna say 25.
I was going to think 25, but I wanted to be a little more pessimistic.
It's 20 million.
20 million. Okay.
That's a lot.
It is a lot of money. Yeah, that's a
20
lot.
million is a lot of money.
How much is Justin Bieber worth? I'm curious.
Hundreds million? A couple hundreds?
$500 million?
Let's see.
More than Puff Daddy?
$300 million.
Yeah, Bieber.
Not more than Puff Daddy's a billionaire.
Bieber had that butt. You know what I mean? That butt.
Yeah.
That's sad. There's a lot of sadness and darkness in the world. I don't know, man.
A lot of evil out there.
A lot of evil out there. People just trying to fuck. People just trying.
I'm just trying to stay in the light of the Lord.
That's all you can do. Yeah. I went to my doctor 2 weeks ago when they had the earthquake, and they're all freaking out. And I was like, just get good with your creator. It's coming. Get good with your creator.
I mean, everybody was saying shit like leading up to the solar eclipse.
Nothing happened.
It was a non-event.
I didn't even know the earthquake happened. I was sitting in an office.
I was in the subway. I don't even realize.
Oh, so you know what? You know what I did? So I every time I have a friend. He's a friend. He's a coin dealer. Mm-hmm. She's trans now, though.
Okay.
He is now a she.
Okay.
And I went and saw her the day of the earthquake, and to sell her some coins. It's so weird to say it because like I don't have a problem with it. It's just odd.
Yeah.
Like because I went there and it's just like she's a chick now, but she still talks like a dude. It's just she's like showing me all this cool stuff she bought, like comic book stuff
Showing
and
her
original
all
art.
your things.
Yeah, she has the coolest things. I used to love going and doing business with this guy because he had like collected amazing stuff. And he's like, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, that's so cool. He goes, I know, dude. How cool is that? I'm like, we're getting all nerded out crazy. I'm like, oh, but you're just a fucking ugly chick now. I'm like, the fuck? And then I'm just like, Jesus Christ. And then we're doing the deal, and I'm like, all right. And I won't say names. I don't want to use the name, but I called her by her dead name.
Is that what they refer to it?
It's called the dead name.
Dead name?
Yeah. And she just looked at me. She's like, it's Olivia now. I'm like, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ugh, I hate that. It's
She
uncomfortable.
paid good. She paid good money for the coins, though. Paid good money for the coins. I was like, all right, I'll do the deal, pal.
Sorry, Olivia, sir.
And it's too much. Like her original name started with like a P. So I feel like you can't go from a P to an O. You got to go to like P to P just to make it easier. It's like too much of a, you know, like, and I just feel awkward calling her by her new name because
you knew them before.
Yeah. And I don't have a problem with it. I have no issue. It doesn't.
Do you think that happens to Caitlyn Jenner? Do you think people still call her Bruce? Not
yeah,
anymore.
probably.
It's been long enough, right? I feel
Probably like accidentally. I don't know. Like I didn't.
I don't think it's like a malicious thing. Obviously, it's not a malicious thing. It's like a fucking slip of the tongue.
Yeah, I'm like we're just doing a deal, talking numbers. I'm like, yeah, okay, but and I'm like, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. Like, you know, I didn't do it to be like mean. Yeah, but I felt kind of bad.
Yeah,
but you know what?
That's interesting.
Keep the letter the same. You know, don't go from a P to an O.
I know somebody was married for 20 years, right? Mm-hmm. Had kids.
Yeah.
Whole thing. Was a homicide detective.
Yeah.
In transition.
This friend of mine is married with a daughter and is transitioned after he was married. Has a baby daughter. Beautiful baby daughter.
Still married?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's some commitment.
Yeah, so maybe she just knew, I guess, and I know they have like a...
He's like, all right, we can share dresses.
I guess.
I don't like to make jokes about it because I don't want to seem like an insensitive prick, but when I feel uncomfortable, I just make jokes.
Yeah, like, you know...
Suck it.
I don't know. I feel like I can joke around a little bit. Because a lot of people talked shit when he like transitioned, and it didn't bother me because he was a friend of mine, and I was like, it doesn't bother me.
Listen,
like,
do what makes you happy.
Really fucking give
as long as
a
it
shit
doesn't
to me.
affect me, do what makes you happy.
Yeah, I never even like brought it up or talked anything about it. I always want to be like, what's the deal? What happened with this? This is kind of out of nowhere. Because it was very out of nowhere if you knew him before the transition and you find out, you're like, what? Be like, yeah? No, really? Like it just didn't. I guess that's how it works though, huh?
I guess.
I went to school with a kid, Andy. He went to like military school. He was like super. And then like, he reached out to me like years later on Facebook. I got a message from somebody named Julia Sterner. I'm like, it was like
Did you give a fucking full government name?
Well, that's her fake name.
It's not a fake name. The last name's not.
Maybe it is.
Yikes.
And they were ugly.
Bleep that out.
They were ugly. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, and it was like, hey, Theo, how's it going? How are you? And I'm like, who the fuck is like Julian? And I'm like, oh, and I message back. I'm like, Andy? ? And he like gets back. He goes, yeah. I'm like, oh, what's up, man? Like, what's going on? He was like my friend.
What's up, pal?
And he goes, I was always like this. Even when we were like friends in high school, I just like always do. I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay, dude. I'm like, well.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I was like, good luck to everything. You know, like.
Talk to you soon.
I don't know what he's doing. But I guess you just don't know. You don't know what people are doing at Puff Daddy's house after 1 a.m.
I have an idea.
What?
Of what they're doing at 1 a.m.
Oh, yeah. Calling each other by their dead names.
They're just wearing like leather, like motorcycle hats and fucking clubbing each other.
Everybody's just violently edging themselves.
Yeah. A lot of saran wrap goes through that house.
Oh, so much. All the saran wrap.
Yikes. Jesus.
Yeah, yikes is right, dude.
Yikes is right.
Oh, my God. People are shot.
Yikes.
What are we doing, Rich?
I don't know.
What's going on in the world today?
Oh my God. In my notes.
Look at your notes. What do we got?
I have this phrase that's written down, which was more powerful earlier this week. But now with what we're talking about, just proves that there's something wrong with us. It's your happiness depends on the quality of your thoughts.
All right. I get that, though.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
You have good thoughts.
I have
Terrible thoughts. Every time I get on a plane, I hope it crashes.
We were talking about that earlier. I'm in an airplane, and 9 times out of 10, when they're in the middle of flying, I'm like, how the fuck is this thing in the air?
Let it crash.
It makes no sense.
How is this safer than driving? I don't believe it.
Your happiness depends on the quality of your thoughts.
Yeah, it's true, though. You got to manifest happiness, right?
So you manifest, right?
I'm all about manifestation.
What do you consider the difference between fantasizing and manifesting?
I think fantasizing is things that are like very unrealistic. I think manifesting is like is trying to attract realistic things and goals in your life for like, realistic purposes. Mm-hmm. Like fantasizing about like, I want a mega yacht, 200-foot mega yacht. Like that's probably more of a fantasy than like, manifesting, when I'm going to work hard and I'm going to get like a nice sports fishing boat. Or I don't know. Maybe that's like a bad example. I don't know.
I feel like it teeters on a very close line. I feel like there isn't an absolute difference between fantasizing and manifesting.
Well, manifesting, I think fantasizing is what you do when you don't like try to do anything to help get it.
Help get there.
Like manifesting, you still need to like do something. You can't just like sit on your couch and be like, why don't I have $500,000 in the bank?
Yeah.
Like fantasizing was like, I want that. Manifesting is like, I'm going to do it. Fantasizing is I want it. Manifesting is like, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to keep attracting it until it comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find that I try to manifest. I work on manifesting quite a bit, but I lately am having a hard time between. I read this thing that, obviously I didn't like make this up, like the difference between fantasizing and manifesting. And now when I find myself manifesting, which I try to do once a week, I'm like, is this fantasizing or is it manifesting?
Well, what's the definition? You asked me what I thought. What do you think?
I don't think that there is a concrete line between the two. I think that there's a lot of room for interpretation.
It's a gray area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that I think manifesting is real.
Yeah,
I really do. I really believe manifesting is real.
Agree 1,000%. But manifesting still takes like you need to still do something to do it.
Yeah.
Because like manifesting and you're doing something and then the bigger part of the manifestation, this little thing comes along and that little thing puts you over there. And then now you're here and that gets you there. And then eventually you keep doing the work and manifesting and then you end up there.
Yeah.
But fantasizing, it's just like you're here thinking about there, but
you're creating
stay
these
here.
thoughts without implementing any of the things needed to achieve them. Right?
Yeah, I think like manifestation is fantasy with implementation.
Yeah.
Is that probably a good way to like?
Yeah, I think that's a great.
It's fantasizing with hard work and effort.
Yeah.
And consistency. You need consistent. That's a big thing about manifestation too. Like you have to manifest it, but you have to keep doing it over and over again. Like it's like you have to keep having that thought in your head, right? Like so, if you're going to keep thinking about this one thing 1,000 times, well, you need to do that one thing 1,000 times, and you're probably going to fail 999 times doing the same fucking thing. You kind of go crazy a little bit, but I think that's what you need to do.
Yeah,
it takes time. You don't realize it because everybody thinks. Where they fantasize about making $10 million, but it takes time to get to the 10 million. And manifestation is part of the process that gets you there, right?
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
No, it makes perfect sense.
I don't know. That's what I think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I fell into a rabbit hole on like social media of like these philosophy like quotes and stuff. And I'm just like kind of figuring it out. Like it's a little bit of like a downtime right now. So I'm like, figuring out what my next move is on a couple of different fronts and like just kind of like planning things out. I've kind of like changed my like thought process a little bit of like, where I was 2 years ago versus like, what I find important or prioritizing now. And I'm like starting to understand like that like chase for the dollar, right? Or that like soul centering around like work, abundance, providing, like it really doesn't mean much when it like compared to like the people in your life, the relationships that you keep. Like I'm starting to like, I don't know what happened in like the last, but like my brain is like shifting into a different pace where it's like the things that I want to achieve aren't solely for me. And I feel like maybe I was doing it wrong for a while and I was like solely focused on like achieving for myself. And now I want to like achieve things with others, with like people I care about. And I want to like have love in my life and like things that like I really didn't give a shit about for a long time.
Well, yeah, you have to have that though. Like it's important because like money doesn't make you happy.
Yeah.
It just makes your life. It takes away like the background noise a little bit.
My argument with that is money doesn't make you happy, but it awards you the freedom to go find it.
Yeah. No, it like takes the stress away. It lets you focus more on being happy. But like I was having this conversation with somebody last week, and they're much older than me, very successful. And I was talking about, I had a rough couple of years, right?
Yeah.
And like money came up, and I said, honestly, you know what? Like, yeah, money would have helped, but like the shit I was going through the last 2 years, you give me $100 million, it wouldn't have fixed any of it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have been happy. I would have had more stuff, but I still would have been in a really bad place. Like now, 2-3 years later, I'm actually very happy.
Yeah.
I don't really have any money, but I'm very happy. So like if I just had money, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be more happier. Like it wouldn't make me love my girlfriend more. Like give me $100 million today, it's not going to make me love my girlfriend more. It's not going to make me love my kids more. I'm just going to buy stuff. I'm gonna have more stuff. I'm gonna have more things. All the things I see on
so many things.
All the things I see on Heritage. Oh, I want to buy that. I'm just gonna buy it. I'm just gonna buy more stuff, but I'm not gonna be happier. Like, and that's what people need to realize. Like, we live in this very consumerist society where happiness is a direct correlation to money and things and materialism. That's just not like you're just setting yourself up to be super unhappy.
Yeah.
If that's what you're like, you're measuring happiness and success with, then you're just never going to be successful and you're never going to be happy.
Yeah.
Or you might be successful in the terms of like, money and stuff, but you're just not going to be happy and it's never going to be enough and you're always going to want more. And it's just, I don't know, you got to be happy. That's why you got to have a fucking kid, man. Having kids just makes you look at things differently. It does. Like, I don't know, people say like they talk like they're wiser people with kids. Most people with kids are fucking stupid. You shouldn't have had a kid to begin with. But the reality is like it does make you look at things differently. Like really what matters. Like, yeah, I gotta have more money. But like, dude, my friend's son, he's a little younger than my baby. He's been in the hospital for 2 weeks. Major surgery, bro. Like scary shit, heartbreaking shit. And he's gonna be okay. Right? He's gonna pull out, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
But like terrifying stuff, right? And he makes money. He does really well for himself. He can't buy what he needs to fix his kid. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a matter of like you need $1 million and give me $1 million today. Check clears tomorrow. Your son's out of the hospital. He's fine. Never gonna have another problem. Like he would do that. He would do that. He would get liquid and he would pay that money. He can't do that. It's in God's hands, right? And now he has more money than me, but my kids are perfect. My kids are healthy. There's nothing wrong with my kids. So like, what's all the money? What's all the money worth? What's all the money in the world worth if you're like if your baby dies?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're just sitting there with your money and like, oh great, I can go buy a new car, but like I miss my son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's probably a little morbid, but it's just fucking reality, dude. Like what do you do with the money? Here's $100 million. What are you gonna do with the money? What are you gonna do with it?
I mean, I like to joke about it and like,
Yeah, of
like
course.
the debauchery, but like
the debauchery,
in the grand scheme of things.
And
like,
all the fun, the watches, cool trip, blah, blah, blah. You got to do something with the money, but then eventually you're just like, okay. Like
you're missing that like very much needed depth.
Andrew Tate talks about it. He goes, after $20 million, he's like, what are you doing? He goes, how many diamond watches do you need? He goes, how many cars? I got 20 cars. I drive 4 of them. I don't even drive these cars. Like, what do you need? I don't need more stuff. I don't need more clothes. I don't need more cars. I don't need more jewelry. Like, you got to that point, all you really want is what money can't buy you, and that's loyalty. And it's really just loyalty from the people closest to you. And like, you can't buy that with money. So like, if you don't have that base of a foundation of like a family and like a loving unit, like you can't buy that. You can buy an idea of it. You can buy some woman to deal with your shit and pretend to be happy to like, so you come home to someone, but like, you're not, I don't know, man. Don't get me wrong. I want fucking lots of money.
Yeah.
I want lots of money.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be super fucking happy.
Yeah.
But I'm already happy.
Yeah.
I'm already happy. The money would just pay off my debt. It would just be one less fucking thing on my chest. Yeah. Money would just move that away. But I'm still already happy though.
Yeah.
Like you're not a happy person right now.
No.
Like you wouldn't be happier with money.
No.
It wouldn't even be enough. Like, oh, 100 million, but I got to pay this. And what am I going to do with that then? Like, you wouldn't even be, because you're not happy. So what's the money? The money's not going to make any difference. You got to worry. You got to focus on the happiness.
Yeah.
And it's not an anti-money thing, because I'm pro-capitalism, right? Like, make as much money as you can. This is fucking America. Like, you can be worth $1 billion if you can manifest it and put the work in and get there. Everybody should be rich, but like, again, you got to work. You got to focus on your soul. Is your soul rich? Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know the answer. I'll let you know when I'm rich. How I how I fucking feel. How I feel.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm miserable.
Gotta figure out the happiness thing.
Maybe I'm just miserable, because then you're rich and you have to like separate yourself and isolate yourself from more people.
I saw this other thing that said, fuck. What it's like, I know people always point out, why do you always look angry? It's like, I'm not angry. They're like, why aren't you happy? It's like, I don't know how to be happy. And it's like, I've been battling with myself for so long to figure out what being happy actually is.
Well, what is happy? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm actually not happy. Maybe I'm just.
I think it's obviously it's different for everybody, right? But like, I don't know.
I think, what happiness is for me. I think like it's when the people that you're with. It's like if you have quiet. Like when I'm with Devin, I don't really think about anything. I'm just like quiet. I'm like content. I'm quiet. I'm comfortable. Like I'm happy with her. I'm just, it's easy. I can breathe, right? When I'm with my kids, it's like, it's nice like that. I guess maybe that's what happiness is. I don't know, because I'm still fucking cynical.
Yeah.
I complain about everything, but like, I'm not, I'm like, I've just had to have adopted this, like, my brother's father-in-law, he's this guy, he's like super successful, and he has a big sign on his signs for his business. It was like, positivity is contagious. And he was talking about it in like his speech at my brother's wedding a couple of weeks ago, where he's just like, the glass always has to be half full. He goes, you can look at it, and it's like so corny, but when you hear it come from like this guy is like genuinely a fucking really good person. Like I was trying to figure out like, what's this guy's kink? This guy's got to murder people in like his sleep. This guy, no one's that good of a human, right? This guy really is that good of a human, and he's wildly successful. And it's just like, when people say that, like, you just have to listen to it. Yeah. And he's like, you can look at the glass half empty if you want. Let me know, let me know where that goes. But if you keep looking at it half full, eventually one day that glass is going to be filled to the fucking top. Yeah. And that's like, God damn, you know what? And he like said that. I'm like, holy shit.
I'm trying to figure out how to feel that way. You know what I mean? Like, here's my thing. Like, I feel like there's been times in my life where I've been like jealous or resentful of like people's success that really doesn't affect me at all in any way in a negative. And like, I should be celebrating like people like winning, you know what I mean? And like, I was trying to figure out how to do that consistently, where like, I'm happy for everybody that's succeeding. Like, I want to succeed myself, but like, I can be secure enough to like celebrate somebody winning.
Yeah, but again, like what's succeeding? Your definition of success. You see somebody quote unquote winning, like, ask yourself that question though: are they happy, or is that surface? Is that surface level?
Surface. Especially in the social media day, it's all fucking surface.
Especially something that you like, a win that is like, fuck this guy, this car, this fucking watch, or this thing, blah, blah, blah. Like that's just a very surface level win. That's like, you want someone to know. But again, are you happy? Yeah. Are you happy at night? No. Do you go to sleep like fulfilled? Like no. That's the question. You're looking at it in the wrong way. Yeah. I'm not blaming. I am not some fucking wise stoic by any fucking means. But I've had to go through like my own shit in the past couple of years. Like we talked about church before. Started going back to church. Right? Started like taking a different approach to that. Because you can go one way or the other. You can be a crazy Bible thumper, or you can just listen to the message and be like, yeah, God, that fucking makes sense. Yeah. Well, that's a good way to look at things. Like it's like, again, it's just another way to look at situations and things going on in your life. And it just kind of helps you bring a little clarity, a little more understanding, helps you like bring forgiveness to people. That's a big thing. That's a big thing. Devin doesn't know how I can deal with my ex's shit because of all the horrible shit she did to me. I said, I forgave her. Like, you didn't forgive your ex. That's why you still are like, I forgave her. I'm okay. It's okay. Like, I feel bad for them.
How do you forgive?
You just have to, you can't expect too much from people.
Yeah.
And you just, you have to trust, like when DMX said it, you just got to trust. No, he didn't. He says, you got to trust people to be themselves.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. Because people that do bad things are hurt. They they've had shit in their lives, and like no one just wakes up one day and decides to be a piece of shit.
You ever think?
It's just like you can't help it. Most people, they can't help themselves, and then it's like, yeah, I forgive you. Like I met someone else. It's great.
You ever have that like internal conflict where you're like, am I a good person?
No, I don't, because I can acknowledge when I do things that are not good of me.
But it always depends on who's telling the story. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to like in terms of like, are you a good person or a bad person? It's like depends on who's telling that story.
Yeah, I know. I think overwhelmingly people would say that I'm a good person. I'm not malicious. I'm not a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
I'm like a generally good guy. I'm a good friend. I'm there for my friends. Like I don't have like a huge group of friends that like really like, oh, he sucks. But like, I don't know. I mean, I think I'm a good person. I am a good person. I hold the door open for people.
I don't necessarily care what people think about me, but like, you said that, overwhelmingly people would say that you're a good person. Like,
or maybe not. The fuck do I know? Like, maybe people are like, that's an asshole. Like, but I don't think I'm a bad person. I know I'm a good dad.
I just like consumed with internal conflict.
But it doesn't matter what people think of you.
I'm not. I never really care what people think about me. And you see how I've been my entire life. Like, you think I would operate the way that I did if I was consumed with whether or not somebody approved of me or not?
I think more people would say you're a dick than me. Probably. You know that. Yeah. That's okay.
But I have lifelong friendships.
Yeah, you do. You're really close. Okay. So
I have.
So more people would probably say you're a dick than me on the surface, but you have much deeper friendships than I do. I don't have as many real friends that you go do all these things with. I got like a handful of people.
Even
friends in my life.
like my newer friend group, right? My newer friends, like they're going to be friends forever as well. Like I maintain friendships. Like
I really do maintain friendships pretty well.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah. I don't know. I think I'm a good person. What would make me a bad person? I'll kill people. I'm a good dad.
We're not edging anybody yet.
I'm not edging anybody yet. Like, I'm not like.
I don't know. I just like this is like an interesting transition period.
I think you're either good or you're evil. I'm like, well, I'm a good person. Everybody's a good person unless you're fucking evil. And what's evil? You know what evil is. Yeah. You know what I mean? Evil's like the dark shit you don't tell anybody. You don't even tell yourself. Like you're evil. Yeah. So I think people are good or they're evil. I don't know, like the in between shit. I don't buy the in between stuff.
Yeah.
This kid making squatty potties over here.
Nice.
That's a good guy right there.
That is a good guy.
A good guy. Good people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're gonna be fine, Rich.
Yeah.
World's a crazy place. But you just got to keep living like things are going to be fine in 30 years. I don't know.
I got another philosophy.
Let's hear it.
If every decision we make shapes our future, do we have any true freedom of choice? These are the things that are keeping me up at night.
You have the freedom to make the choice at the time, but ultimately, every choice you make affects everything you do. Butterfly effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have the freedom to go left or go right or say yes or say no.
It's so funny. I have these like profound notes and then I have shit that's just it's horrible.
You said something.
Like Louis C.K.'s masturbation joke. Have you seen his new joke?
No.
He goes, okay. He goes, if you're going to ask people if it's okay if you masturbate in front of them, you have to ask them, are you sure? When they say yes.
I've heard
I mean, it's kind of the same thing. Yeah, the decisions you make shape your future.
I don't know, for the good or bad. I think you can go like, even if like the decision you ended up in a place that you're happy with. I think everybody could like pinpoint certain times where you're like, oh man, that's really worked out for me. What if I did this that time instead of that?
I don't know. I just feel a lot of buyer's remorse with some of the life decisions.
Tons of buyer's remorse with life decisions. Constantly.
But then how do you not live your life with regret? Right? Or I guess maybe not be consumed with regret. I guess everybody's going to have some regret, but like
Everybody has regret. Everybody has. Even the most successful person you'll ever meet in your life, they have some form of regret.
yeah,
You know, and a lot of people that are super successful, they regret. I regret picking money for real true happiness and freedom.
yeah,
Most people you go super successful, they're like, yeah, but you know what I did in college? Like I studied pottery, and I made all this money, and it was great. But like I was so happy when I made pottery. I just really wish I did that instead. And like now I have all this money, but like I'm not really happy. Spent the last 30 years working, never saw my kids, like, you know, like missed holidays, all the bullshit. Like for what? Like for what?
yeah,
A house, a big house.
yeah.
You know, I think people prioritize different things and they don't realize that they're prioritizing the wrong thing until it's too late.
I just don't like. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what that is. What should I be centering in on? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of progression? Like, what? I obviously shifting my priorities, shifting my focus, or like my feelings, is something that's important, especially important to me. Like in the last couple of years, feeling a little more political, feeling a little more in touch with faith.
Like an adult?
Is that being an adult? Like
I think so, yeah.
I'm finally maturing.
Yeah, no, I think being an adult is just like realizing things that like
It's like
you
I
used
woke
to,
up.
like,
I
make fun
woke up
of.
one day and I'm a Republican. Where did that come from? No, I'm just,
It happens to a lot of people. I used to fucking hate religion. I used to hate going to Catholic school. I used to hate being forced to like be an acolyte at church. I used to fucking hate it. And now I'm an adult and I deeply regret not having my oldest daughter baptized and not having faith. Her grow up
right now.
I can, but it's different. You can do it now, but like I wish I had got it done when she was a child and I took her to church and I had faith in her life this whole time. I regret that, but now I think being an adult is realizing that it is more important than like you used to think it was when you were a kid. When you're younger, you don't know anything when you're younger. The fuck do you know?
yeah. I listen.
You know?
I was purely involved with the church because I had to be. I had no. It's not my choice.
No one wants to be forced to do anything.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be forced to do anything.
Yeah. And I still like have my own gripes with organized religion in
course.
general, but like
Of course.
I don't know. I like been reading like some like excerpts from like the Bible and stuff, and just like thinking on like how to fix or I don't know, or how to develop the things that I'm lacking inside.
You just have to like acknowledge it. And you have to open yourself up, you know, because it's not about the religion. I know you got gripes with religion. Everybody does. Religion sucks. It's not. You know, my pastor said, he goes, "It's not the religion. It's the relationship with like Christ. That matters. Like it could be Lutheran, Episcopal, Jehovah's Witness, Catholic. It doesn't matter because like the institution of the church kind of fucking sucks, right? It does, but it's the message and it's the relationship that matters.
My issue, it's the people,
and the people suck. Yeah, like I like this. I like my pastor. I don't really like the people that go to his church. I'm like, it's not, I don't want to go do all that. But I also don't want to go to like some boring fucking Episcopal church where you want to go to sleep when they're doing the mass and there's nobody there because religion is a dying thing, right? And it's like, where's the median? I don't know. The median is you go to church every now and then, read the Bible, like fucking pray. You know, it doesn't have to be a whole.
sometimes it feels like you don't do it right.
There's no doing it right or wrong. You just got to do it.
Yeah.
You know, but you can't talk to them when you need a favor. That's the thing.
No.
That's the big thing.
That part doesn't.
You
That's
hear
not,
that Jelly Roll song? He goes, I only talk to God when I need a favor. Like,
Yeah.
don't even know what to say when you fold your hands. Like,
Yeah.
it's true. Like, you gotta have the comment. It doesn't have to be like a whole thing on your knees and like,
Yeah.
dude, I've been tight on money the past couple of months. I had a deal come in a couple of weeks ago. Late night deal, totally fucking random. Thought it was gonna be a waste of time. Wound up being a really good deal for me. Dude, as I was locking up the door, I just gave thank you. I'm blessed. I just looked up. Thank you. I'm blessed. I appreciate it. I acknowledge your presence, right?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't give you what you want. He gives you what you need when you need it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be a whole fucking thing. Let me brush my teeth and say my prayers and Hail Mary, full of grace. Like it doesn't have to be that. Just it's the acknowledgement. It's the acknowledgement that you're here. I understand your role in things. Thank you. Let's do it again. You know, like that's all it is, isn't that? People overcomplicate fucking every single thing in their lives. People overcomplicate it. Health. Oh, should I sauna? I had to count my macros, and I got to do. No, just move your fat fucking body.
Yeah.
Don't eat like shit.
Yeah.
Go to the gym 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Right? Like sweat. You do. Oh, honey, my finances are so hard. No, cut up your credit cards. Make coffee instead of going to Starbucks every day. Like it's just little, it's micro things, like little micro tears, little this and that. And then it happens. And then one day you wake up and you're like, oh, man, I'm kind of happy actually. I'm looking forward to waking up tomorrow. It's nice.
Yeah. I have the Sunday scaries.
You got to have things to look forward to.
Yeah.
You need a kid, Rich. You need to impregnate a female. Even that's a lot. Then you got to worry about that. Kids are a lot.
Yeah, I'm just like,
God.
I don't know.
You're going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Open your arms to the light, Rich.
Yeah.
You got to embrace that you're not actually special. No one's special.
I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
And that's why you keep getting so disappointed because you think you're more special than you are. No one in the world.
I don't think that I'm.
None of us are that special.
No. I don't think that I'm.
We're all here. We're all existing. We're all equal. And you just gotta create what you want. And it takes a lot of fucking time, dude.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
What did my dad always say to us when we were kids?
I have no idea.
Remember back in the day when we were a kid, we do all this and that. Not kids, in the early 20s, and you think everything just, you do this and make $1 million this year. And it's not how it works, right?
Right.
I remember my dad say, he's like, I didn't start making real money until I was in my 40s. Like, and that's a lot.
So many people have told me that.
That's a lot of people. The internet would make you think that if you don't own 30 rental properties by now, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah.
But it's not. The reality is, like, a lot of people don't buy their first home until they're 40. A lot of people.
And now with where inflation is and the housing market, people are.
Or whatever it is, it just takes time, dude. Like my brother's father-in-law, that guy's had that business for a long time. He's always done well. But over the last couple of years, now he's really doing well.
Yeah.
Like now it's like the 15 years of the grind it started, it's paying off now. So like it just fucking takes time, man. Like, I don't know. Some people get lucky or like good timing or do this, do that, and they next thing you know, they're driving a Ferrari and I don't know. But most people just it takes some fucking time, dude.
It's very interesting that things take time, right? But time flies by. You know what I mean?
Well, things take time, but time isn't infinite.
No.
You can't buy more of it. It's the
Right.
one thing. It's the one thing that people with all the money in the world, like,
It's the most precious commodity.
It's the one thing everybody wants
can't get
more
more
of,
of it.
and you can't buy it. It's time. That's it. Like, you know, but that's why you just got to kind of get yourself happy now and not wait to like find happiness when you have materialism, because you could just fall and break your neck today and you're dead.
Yeah.
So might as well just be fucking happy and enjoy the moment. But it's hard. It's hard to get happy when you're like not in a place that you want to be, and it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
Neither do I.
But I know 2 years ago I was not fucking happy.
Yeah.
I was super not happy. Like bad. And I'm in a much better place now. And things are fine. And I think you got to think about that too. Like sometimes you got to look at things like, and sometimes it's the opposite too, right? Because like I could look at my business 4 years ago, and it was so much better than it is now. But I could look at other things that were going on 2 years ago that were horrendous that right now are so much better. So you got to just like ups and downs, man. I don't know. Fuck am I to give advice? I'm a mess.
Yeah.
I don't smoke cigarettes anymore though. So
Well, that's good.
Yeah. It's been a year. Only had one cigarette in Montauk wasted at one of those places, but that doesn't count. Drunk cigs don't count. Just one. Yeah, the 7 slices, 7-Eleven pizza I had after that were much worse for me than that one cigarette. Disgusting.
Gross.
So gross.
Yeah.
All right, so on that depressing note, don't kill yourself.
Don't worry.
Because I love you.
Don't worry.
Everything's going to be fine.
There's nothing to worry about on that front.
Yeah, you're too vain for that. Everything's going to be okay.
I also I don't think I could handle on my conscience hurting people like that. Obviously, we've had friends that have committed suicide.
Yeah, it sucks.
And
it's a lot.
Watching the toll it took on the people closest to them. And
it sucks.
That is not something that I would ever want to deal with.
No, it sucks. Death is hard. Death is hard. Everything's going to be okay.
Honestly, though, like I'm also a fucking asshole, and I like to fight, and I like conflict. So I'd rather fucking suffer through the rest of my life than to fucking try and take an easy way out. You know what I mean?
Suffering's cool sometimes, though.
Yeah.
Suffering's nice.
Enjoy the suck.
Yeah,
Enjoy the suck.
Yeah, because if you don't enjoy the suck, then the good doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
Like fucking, you got to enjoy the process.
Yeah.
You got to enjoy the process, and you look back at it and you laugh. You're like,
I'm gonna have kids in 3 years.
Yeah, you got to set goals, right?
42 to 45. That's my window to have kids.
It's fucking old, bro.
Now I just gotta find him. Now I gotta just meet the girl.
That's easy. There's plenty of fucking. That's easy. There's plenty of. If I wanted to have another kid, I could have had another kid by now.
Yeah.
There's plenty of fucking 28, 30 something year old girls out there who want to get married and have kids, Rich.
Yeah.
You just gotta be ready. You gotta commit.
Yeah.
Kids are awesome.
I need a podcast deal first.
Nice podcast deal.
Yeah.
Nice depressing motivational podcast deal.
Nah, I don't even want to be on that front. I'm gonna keep it light, keep it funny, keep doing what we're doing. 26 episodes in, you know.
I can't believe 26 episodes. It's fucking crazy.
Dude, we've
been doing this for a while now.
It's gonna be a year in August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've really missed that many weeks, huh? Shit.
This weekend is the first time we recorded in like a month. We just had those episodes stacked up, luckily. And before that, we took January off basically. Like we've taken some time. But like I'm glad that we're doing this. I'm glad that we're still doing this. Like I honestly couldn't think of anybody else that I'd rather be doing it with.
I don't know who else I'd do a podcast with.
You know, maybe someone that talked just a little bit less, but like I'm okay with it.
I've been working on that.
It's fine. It's fine.
We need to get a guest on here so I can talk over the guest.
Well, that'll be next weekend.
So I can talk over two people.
That'll be our next episode. We'll get a guest on.
I hope I can get up here next weekend.
I think, and then we're also working on a couple of other special guests.
Yeah, we can get that one special guest. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, she'll do it. I think I can get her to do it. And her stories are going to be fantastic.
Think we can get them up here?
Yeah.
We'd have to go down.
The trap house?
The trap house?
Go to the trap house?
But you ever been in a trap house with Carrera marble countertops?
You ever been to the most expensive trap house you've ever seen?
You ever cook crack on a Bertolini stove before?
Yeah.
On that note, all right, till next time, everybody.
Yeah, I think so. Let's cue the Calypso.
Goodbye.
See you soon.